What's up, guys? Welcome back to Breakout Trading. Today's Thursday, June 25th, and I'm just going to be recapping my trades this morning. All done now. The market closes in about an hour and a half or 2 hours, so that'll be it for today. We have one more day tomorrow to make this week actually count for something because today was a struggle for me, mostly mentally. Lots of opportunity today in the small caps. I was unable to capitalize on it though, unfortunately, because I hesitated today. That was a major issue I had, and I'm gonna do some stuff when I get back to my home base, kind of get my home setup back and work on that. That's pretty much what cost me a huge gain today was my hesitation in my setups. I had bomber setups. I had my orders ready. I was watching for it, and then when the time came to pull the trigger, I just didn't, and most of them worked out, which was really frustrating. So, ending the day today, not too bad in the red. Ending the day today, overall down about $20.75. Nothing that I can't bounce back from. But what was really frustrating was just my hesitation on my setups. I'll go over that. I have this little note here as to what happened, but I will, I'll get to this. I'll start off at the beginning. So S&P today pretty flat. The first stock I traded today was, let's just adjust this. Come on, there we go. Was EKSO. This was a leading gapper today. So see, here's my little trade in the morning. See, it's actually coming down, testing that high right now. I wonder if it'll bounce here. Probably not. It looks like it might break through. But anyways, basically just a very small little washout long on that one. Make these nice and big. Yeah, just a small, I'm not going to zoom in. It's so hard to maneuver the 1 minute, especially on this computer, but I'll just leave it. So yeah, just a little washout long here. That netted me up in the morning 11.50, which was really nice. And then unfortunately I ended up giving that gains back on PHCF right here for this loser. Tried to do another little washout and was even on the day. And then along came APVO, and this is the one that really got me today. This is the one where I spent most of my mental capital, burned it. For those that don't know, mental capital is kind of just like your emotional control. Trading is very emotional, especially when you're dealing with something like money, and if you don't control your emotions, you will definitely fail. So here we are on the 1 minute chart for APVO. So what I had marked off here was the high of day. So APVO popped up to about 966 and then sold off, was below VWAP, gave it a little test here, and what I did was I marked this little tester high here as a potential area, and then you can see that we were cooling off, and then right about here I started to notice it had a huge surge in volume and then ended up breaking through that level. So I definitely knew I wanted to get long. So my strategy being to buy the pullbacks towards VWAP or the SR flips. I had my order ready to buy on this line down to VWAP. So about 850 level would have been my entry. And you can see that this thing literally, I don't know if that'll show up, but went down right to the T at 850 there. Right down to the T. 842 was the lowest there. I was watching the level 2 here on the bid. I saw it happen, but I just didn't push buy. I don't know why I did that. I hesitated because I had one trade, I think it was on Tuesday, that didn't work when I did that. And for some reason in my head, now I'm hesitating, which is horrible. You cannot hesitate if you're trading these small caps. You will get wrecked. You need to have lightning fast reactions and have your plan ahead of time if you want to have a chance at success. So I hesitate here, and then of course To my horror, this thing rips up to $10 and gets halted. So that would have been an easy $50, $60 gainer based on the share size I had planned out. And right there, sometimes missing out on a trade is even worse than taking a loss, because the only person I had to blame was myself for just not clicking buy. That's all I had to do was click buy, and I would have made $60. I had everything else planned out. So that was pretty hard. I was a little frustrated. Actually, I was really frustrated. And then this thing resumes from halt. I tried to buy the dip here on VWAP, and then the tape looked really heavy, so I ended up selling here for a very small gain of 550. I actually accidentally clicked buy twice, so I was in for a pretty fat position, and I decided to get out. So you can see I was in for 100 shares at 889 and 892 and sold those at 896. So pretty much just covering myself on commissions there, so break even. Luckily I did, because this thing pulled back, and then I was just frustrated on that. That was hard because I had such a good trade, but I just didn't pull the trigger. So then I noticed that PHCF was popping. So this is around the same time, back on the 1 minute. This is the one I took a scalp on earlier and ended up getting kind of wrecked. So I was already down on this one, 1150, and then I decided to kind of get my redemption, because if I got my redemption on this, I would have a 550 trade, an 1150 trade, and then maybe another $15, $20 trade. That would have been a great day, and that would have been it. So at the same time that I just missed the APVO trade, this thing starts ripping up above VWAP, really highest volume of the day, nice high volume. And this level here, the reason this is marked out is because it was the previous high of day. Simple as that. Previous high of day, boing, 480 level. You can also see that kind of lines up with this pre-market pivot before we dropped, came up, and then, yeah, that's the high. So we ripped right through that, and once again, I had my, oh no, it rips through this, and then it goes into a halt. It's really hard to see, but it actually ended up halting right here, up here at 515 area. So once again, I had my order ready to go for 485, and I had my hand on the buy button. Resumes from the halt, drops right down to my level, and I just hesitate again. I don't know why I hesitated. And this was such a nice level. It drops right down and then immediately rips up 40 cents to 540. Or no, it was more than 40 cents. It was like, yeah, 50, almost 60 cents in a matter of seconds. So if I made both the APVO trade and the PHCF trade, I would have been up really nicely today. And then I was angry, so I tried to buy it again once it came down again, and it wasn't working. It just sold off, no bounce, and I ended up just getting out right there for about a 33-cent loss. Really disgusting. So that put me down on the day, and then I decided that was it. I went on a bike ride down to the harbor, and I was pretty frustrated with that. So yeah, basically what burned all my mental capital today was that setup on APVO 10:07 market time. I was watching the same area. I was messaging one of the guys in the TTG, so this is towards him. I'm just kind of asking, what could I do to fix this little issue I have? My first issue last month was I was chasing stocks, so I fixed that, and now I only buy pullbacks. And now I think I'm just hesitating because I'm afraid to take a loss, or I'm afraid that the setup won't work. But that's just trading. Some of them aren't going to work, and even if it's an A+ setup, it might not work sometimes. So that's just something you need to learn to deal with. You need to always take your setups no matter what. You can't pick and choose. Yeah, this is basically just what I said. Yeah, it is hard because days like today are worse than the slow days, because there was so much opportunity out there, and it was right in front of my eyes, the opportunity, and I even knew how to capitalize on it, but I just didn't. I literally just didn't. So really frustrating. What are you gonna do though? Down 20 bucks. So now I think I'm negative on the week, which sucks. Still slightly green on the month. Definitely still a better month than May. But really frustrating today. Maybe we'll get some more action tomorrow, but it just sucks when you see the setup happening in front of you and you're just unable to to act on it for whatever reason, and that can be pretty frustrating. Yeah, but we'll live to trade another day. Overall, once again, I'm happy that I sort of kept my loss to a minimum amount, $20. That's nothing that I can't recover from in 1 or 2 good days, or even one good trade. And then I'm also proud that I was intelligent enough to recognize when I was being emotional, and I excused myself from the market. I went out and did something else, listened to some music, went on a bike ride, and calm down so that I could come back with a clear head and see if there's anything for the afternoon. Right now, it doesn't really look like there's anything. APVO breaking down from that triangle, that would have been a nice trade actually if that ended up breaking out. I think VXRT was kind of running. VXRT is actually pushing up there at that $5 level. Might be worth watching. Okay, we're actually pushing up here to $5 on VXRT. I wonder if I could get a little live trade in here, maybe if we break above. It's stalling though. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna take this. It's not really a good setup. Yeah, anyways, that might be it for today. I'll watch this after I end this video, but I'm not too sure I'll take it over 5. I have to have some pretty significant volume. What levels can we look at over 5? Yeah, look how significant the support was here. So that means it's pretty significant resistance. I guess that, technically 756 would be the next level, but I'm not going to bet on it. It is pushing. I'm going to be honest. It is pushing. Guys, we might see this thing crack $5 right now. Yeah, I don't know about this. So this is what I would do if I was about to take this trade. I'd put my order here for $5.05. And if it broke 5, I would try and ride it up a little bit. 497, 498. Is this recording right now? Just make sure. Oh yeah, we're recording. So watching the level 2 here, this is what you want to focus on. You don't want to watch the chart, you want to watch the level 2. You got a much more accurate display. So it's really pushing here against 5 VXRT right now. That afternoon squeeze. We'll see what it can do. Nice little breakout trading live trade. Here we go. This thing's breaking 5. 499. Look at all the sellers. Look at all the sellers there at 5. Holy cow. This thing's pushing. Can it do it? Sellers getting eaten out there. Looks like it might break. Looks like it might break. Wow, look at those sellers there. That is a huge selling pressure there at $5. So you could see them there on the ask. It is fighting. I'm going to try to take a small scalp if we do see some prints over 5, probably up to 510, just something very small. Wow, okay. It's having some trouble back there at 496. Just about. Let's zoom in a little bit. $5 is the level we're watching. There's also this level here. This thing's really squeezing now. Can it do it? Can it do it? It's got decent volume. Big green candles. Not this as big as the morning though, obviously. Still though, pretty significant. It's really pushing. This huge seller is still at $5. There's 5 on the tape. Oh shit, I just went long there. Ooh, that's risky. We're gonna see if we can't pop over 5. Oh my god, that was risky. It didn't break 5 yet. It didn't break 5 yet. That was so risky. I'm gonna have to stop out of this quick. Can we break 5? Here we go. $5. Boom, there we go, up to 503. 504. We're going to sell this thing pretty quick here. Going to get rid of half of this on this push there. That's half. Out half. Going to see if this thing can extend a little bit. Maybe 510. 510 is where I'll probably sell. Ooh, that's a very small share size. Probably not the best trade. Sell the rest there. Okay, that was pretty stupid. I went in only 50 shares. So I only made $3.50 on that, and I think I probably paid $3 for commissions. So that was just for the video, I guess. That was pretty small. But hey, that's how you trade a little breakout there, breakout trading, live trading. So I'm not gonna touch this thing again. It didn't really pop as hard as I really wanted. This thing is, I think it has 73 million shares of volume, or a 73 million share float. Let's see this retest back to $5. What happens here? Had big volume though on that break. Big volume. Now this thing might actually want to run a little bit here. I'm just going to take away the arrows just because it's too hard to see. Let's see what this does at $5. Holding. Poking its head above 5. VXRT with that midday squeeze, that afternoon squeeze. $5.04. Not too sure what I want to do right now. There it picks up again. 510. Pushing through 510, 511. I saw 515. So now $5 is the only level you're going to be wanting to watch. That's the only one that matters. It's just not really popping that much. Like, it's great, but it's just not really. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Watch that tape go green, right? We're at 513. I had kind of a shitty sell there. Probably could have held it a little bit longer. But oh well. That'll probably be it though for today. I don't know if I really want to trade this thing that much more. It broke 5, but it's not really ripping, to say the least. Could potentially go for a wash here at $5 for a bounce. Holding 510. I'm going to need to go to 1 minute. $5 is the only level I need to watch, that's for sure. Look at that volume though when it broke above. 1.2 million shares on the break of 5. That's really nice. That's really nice. I just don't know how much I want to like trust this thing. So I don't know if I'll touch it anymore. Damn. Okay. 514, 515. That's an impressive move, honestly. Maybe I should have held on a little bit longer. I only made, what, 5 cents on the first sell and 10 cents on the second, so I probably could have held this thing. Wow. VXRT here. We could try and hop in here for a $5 pullback. I'm iffy though on it. It's got decent volume, that's for sure. Here we go, coming up on 6 mil. Look how well it's holding that 9 EMA on the 1 minute. Big pullback. I don't know if I want to step in front of that train right now. It's kind of funny that it was only 50 cents gainer because I pay 1, 2, 3 for the for the trade, so pretty brutal. Probably could have held it a bit longer. I did sell. I sold it on the initial drive here. Not too sure what to do with this one right now. It did have some nice volume on that break. Cannot deny that. We'll see how it reacts when it hits 5. Because it will retest $5. Can almost guarantee it. There's the 5 retest. 501. Ooh. Couldn't hold exactly 5. That is slightly concerning. Oh, and the sell-off. So look at that, guys. I didn't trust it too much. I didn't want to hop in there at 5. See, sometimes it's the catch-22. Sometimes you hesitate and it turns out to be the right decision. I don't like that it didn't hold $5. I think that might be it for this. It's probably going to come down to at least this level here. If it can get back over 5, we'll see. But honestly, doesn't look like it. I'm guessing it's probably going to sell off now. Yeah, it wasn't that heavy of a... Well, guys, I might cut the video here. A tiny little scalp there on VXRT. Pretty much practice. Break even on that, or 50 cents, like that matters. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of cool. I got a little live trade in there right at the end of the video. Anyways, though, that's all. Adios.